Our first date, Travis came to my apartment to pick me up. He was 10 minutes late, and he was so sweet. He came to the door and knocked and came in and talked to us for a little bit, and we left, and he opened my car door for me, and I thought it was so sweet.
So our first date was a penny date where we took a penny and we would flip it 25 times, and if it was a heads we would turn right, if it was tails we would turn left, and after the 25 flips we would just see where we ended up. And it actually ended up taking us to the zoo on our first date, but the zoo is closed, so we couldn't do it.
So on a last minute decision, we ended up going to the park, and we sat there and we just talked for a really long time about everything, just getting to know each other, and it was really fun.
And we just got to talk and really get to know each other a lot, which was perfect. Well, my first impression of Hailey on our first date was just overall a really good feeling about her. She was easy to talk to, and she had a lot to say. And she just didn't mind being open with me and talking about whatever the conversation led to, which I thought was a really good quality.
After our first date, Travis walked me back to the door and dropped me off, and we were just getting to know each other. So as he was dropping me off, he was kind of lingering around, and I was confused. So I looked at him and I said, "You're not going to try to kiss me, right?" And he was like, "No, I was not planning to kiss you. I just figured I could give you a hug and we can call it good there." And it was so awkward and so funny. I did not want him to kiss me, and I got so red and embarrassed. So he just gave me a hug, and we hugged at the door, and we left that at that. And I thought to myself when I got back in the apartment, I just blew that. I made that so awkward. And 2 minutes later, he texted me and said, "That was so fun. We need to do that again." And I was so relieved.
The first time I met her family, I remember talking with Rachel a lot, and Rachel was so awesome. I talked to her about our relationship and stuff, and we would bring up things that happened, and she would be on my side about a lot of things. So she would be like, "Hailey, you need to, be nicer to Travis and do this and this and this," and she just always taking my side, which is pretty cool. So Hailey's dad has been always really inviting for me since day one. He's always wanted to go to the creek together, or invite Hailey and I to stuff, or just do stuff together. Emily is always really supportive of Hailey and I, and she is the most dedicated picture taker when we go to her mom's house that I could ever ask for.
The first time I met Travis's family, he was more nervous than I was. They were so sweet and so kind and so loving. When I knew that I loved Travis, we were in the car on our way back home from a date, and he'd just been so sweet and so kind, and we'd been dating for a while, and I literally just kind of looked over, and he was smiling, and we were listening to music, sitting in the car, and it just hit me. I was like, I really love him.
So the first moment that I knew I loved Hailey, we were driving just down a street in Springfield and listening to music, and we were listening to "Say It Ain't So" by Weezer, which we just, I don't know why it was that song, but we loved to jam out to. And we were both just full 100% vocal, just singing our hearts out together, just being goofy. And then at the end of the song, when it fades out, I just looked at her and I was like, this is the most fun I could be having right now. And it was a good moment.
I knew I wanted to marry Travis because he's so respectful, so kind, and so sweet. Honestly, one of the main things that stuck out to me is that Travis always opens my car door for me. You will never see Travis not open my car door, and if you do, it's very random that he's not opening my car door. And it just hit me one day all of a sudden that I could not spend the rest of my life without him, and I knew I wanted to marry him.
So there wasn't this big huge moment where I knew that I wanted to marry her. It wasn't a big deal. We just both started talking about it one day, and it felt like a really natural thing to do. It both seemed like that was the next step for us, and we both knew it. So the day that I proposed, the plan was to go, we were in Daytona Beach, and the plan was to go to the Ponce de Leon Inlet Lighthouse and go to the top and check it out and do all that fun stuff. And then as a group, with Sean and Megan, we were all gonna go to this nearby beach and take some cute pictures because Megan and Hailey wanted to take some cute pictures. But that's what Hailey thought we were gonna do.
We went to a lighthouse and Sean and Megan did not go, they left. And I was very confused why anyone would not want to go to this lighthouse.
Really? While Hailey and I were at the lighthouse, I had Sean and Megan at the beach planting the ring in a seashell and hiding it like behind a rock.
Went up there, we did the tour, we came back down. I wanted so many pictures. I tried to take so many selfies. I was having random people come take pictures of us. And the whole time Travis was saying, Hailey, we've got to go, the sun is setting. And I was like, Travis, this only happens once in a lifetime. I really need we need so many pictures. And we eventually left and we're walking down this road to meet Sean and Megan because they had said they were just gonna spend some time on the beach. And I keep stopping to take even more pictures and Travis is getting mad at me. And
we gotta go, like we're losing daylight. We gotta get to this beach so we can take pictures.
And I lectured him and I was like, Travis, quit telling me what to do. This is a once in a lifetime moment. I want so many pictures, it's so beautiful. And so he was like, okay.
And then we finally get there and we hadn't been able to find a shell at the beach for a full week. And we get there and of course, you know, I'm like, oh Hailey, like I found a shell. Here, come look at this.
Are you kidding me? How did you find that beautiful seashell? Like, I want to find one. That's not fair.
I go and pick it up and bring it to her. And she was jealous that she didn't find a shell. She's like, well, find me a shell. I was like, Hailey, look. And she looked in the shell and then she went like, she did the face.
He walked over to me and got down on one knee and proposed. And I was in complete shock. I was just like, is this real? Is this actually happening? Is this a joke? And I was crying and it was perfect. I loved it.
The thing that I love most about Hailey is downright gotta be her stubbornness. It's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
There are so many things I love about Travis. The thing that I love most about him is he is the sweetest person and the most loving person. He's always trying to make me happy or make my day better. And he is the biggest encourager of me no matter what I am doing. He is right behind me. Every choice I make, everything I do, cheering me on, encouraging me. And he's such a good motivator and just so sweet. The thing I am most looking forward to in marriage is to laugh at 1 out of 10 of Travis's jokes. They're not that funny, but 1 out of 10 are so good. I die laughing, I cry laughing, and those moments are so fun for me, so I'm looking forward to those.
What I'm looking forward to is just getting to grow with Hailey and getting to know each other, helping us like reach our own goals and our goals as a couple, and just, you know, growing in Christ and loving each other more and more every day.